All right, this is part three. Again, bottling up your emotions is never a good thing. All right, don't ever bottle up your emotions. Emotions are like clouds. You can observe them inside of your head, in your mind. You can observe them, they will vanish. And it gets weaker and weaker and weaker until they will never come back, like not never, but they come back, they can come back, but not as intense, just really like in a crazy situation, like I don't know, like somebody is punching your dog or something like that, like this is crazy. This is crazy. Like that's where you can get angry. But some things you like we think at to the we think about the past and we get angry, we get sad. That's not a thing we should ever do. And he's like, bottling up emotions is bad, and he is saying as a therapist it's not that bad, like we need to bottle up the emotions so we or we can't get through the day. And um what else he said, bro?
On the planet
50% of the population on the planet
today bottles their emotions.
bottles their emotions. Okay, wait, let me see. How many people in the world nowadays, today, uh, bottles up their emotions? The dangers of bottling up our emotions. Why up bottling up emotions is ludicrous. I don't know what ludicrous is. A recent global report released indicates that a significant portion of the world's adult population experiences high level of stress and worry, with 39% reporting many worries and 37% reporting stress on the day before their interview. Based on while the reporters, bro, that's just adult population, and then men taking pride. Like these numbers are off. Like 39% is off, 50% is off. I'm telling you, because if you bottle up your emotions, why would you ever say that I bottle up my emotions? Like hell nah. Come on, bro.
Right? So like you're not unique, you're Vietnamese and I'm Indian.
Hey,
And there are people who are like in Iran and Zimbabwe and Argentina. Like most of the world bottles their
that's
emotions.
true.
Like Europe and North America are generally speaking
Oh yeah, most people, bottles up their emotions. So let's just continue to do that, like most people, like a lot of countries are still doing war. Let's continue that also, most people in America, the USA have a gun. Let's continue that, um, shootings are happening more often. Let's continue that. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why should we change? This is normal now. This is normal now. So why? Why? It's something bad, but you can always see the positive things from it, like if you bottle up your emotions, you get through the day. Like, hey, bro, this therapist, like, he is one of the no, hell no, hell no, bro, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. How is he a therapist, bro? Like, how did he become a therapist? Like, there's no way. There's just no way, bro. Like, you should have just become a monk, bro. Like, just stay in India, get a little bit more spiritual, get to know yourself a little bit more, Hey, at least you built an empire, at least you have money now, that works, that works for a lot of people.
like the two
Not
exceptions.
me though.
Yeah.
So like I want you to notice something about your mindset a little bit. So I want you to catch your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to notice that a lot of times the things that you do, you judge them. Do you see that?
Can you use like an example?
Yeah. So I shouldn't bottle my emotions. I shouldn't choose career over love. I shouldn't choose career over my parents who are frail and old, and I should spend time with them before it's too late. Right? You make lots of choices, and then you have this like part of you that's like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And then we ask you, like, would you change that? And you're like, no, but I should be someone who would change that.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just pay attention to that. We'll get through it all, buddy.
Shit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
Like this is already deep for them, bro. Like there's
this is
no
bad.
way.
And then you spend
Wait,
time with them. Bottle my
wait again. What?
you judge them. Do you see that?
Can you use like an example?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
time with
okay.
them. This like part of you that's like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And then we ask you, like, would you change that? And you're like, no, but I should be someone who would change that.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just pay attention to that. We'll get through it all, buddy.
Bro is basically just re- saying the things that Jason said, and everybody is like, he's cooking, checkmate, and I'm like, he's quoting your thoughts, yeah, like that's it, bro. Like, oh my god, yo, wait a minute,
Just pay
wait.
attention to that. We'll get through it all, buddy.
Arcra 108, he's quoting your thoughts. You got it, bro. You got it. Hey, you my mans, bro. You my sis, bro. Whatever you are. A lot of people don't get it, bro. Like, people watch this and they say, wow, what a great therapist. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, there's just no way there. Like, he said the things he said, asked the questions he asked. Like, there is just no way. There's just no way, bro. No way. No effing way, bro. Like I almost have to curse, bro. Crazy.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. What's it like to hear that? Like when I say things, like, is that okay or not okay or like too much, too little? Like,
No, that's perfect. Like you're
okay.
really
and I'm telling you straight up, bro. It should not be perfect. The things he's saying should not be perfect, and he's basically just repeating what you already said, summarizing it. Wow, wow, checkmate, a number one therapist. Hell no, hell no. So basically, in the spiritual world, basically, like when you start off, you will break down quite a lot because the ego will break down. It can't sustain himself that good anymore. Because you see through the ego. You see through things, and then it's like when I would have a conversation with Jason, and I am digging really, really deep. I dig so deep that it can break somebody. It can break somebody. It might be too much. They might not understand it, but it should shake you. It should shake your whole world because it's like a lot of people nowadays, they are like in a kind of dream state, like a sleep state, and they need to be waken up. Like, do you see now what is reality? You were living in your thoughts, in your illusions in the past. This is everything fake, and you are stuck in it, and then also like it's like you are not really alive, you know. And after getting woken up or shaken up, it can happen that you see all these things, that you can see clearly again, that you are not like in a dreamy state, in a sleepy state. You know what I mean? This is what I wanna do. You know, like the things I say won't be perfect for you. It won't probably like be good for you, like for your ego. But the goal right here is for me, for example, is to break your ego. You know, it's to break your ego, or you break your own ego, because ultimately you have to break it, basically your own, end it, delete it, vanish it, like throw it away, whatever you want to call it. It has like the thought or the ego, it has its place. But right now, it's everything we know. So that is really bad.
Helping me. You're making me realize like you're just analyzing how I think, and I think
Right. So let's
I,
just pay, let's under yeah right.
And that's it, bro. Like that's all he doing. Only analyzing what you think or say, bro. Like that's the only thing they can do, man. Like, oh my God.
That's what we're gonna.
yeah, hearing
Yeah.
that makes me like, damn, like this feels like relieved. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So and then we don't know what the word is, but it's like just give me like a positive or negative, and as long as we're moving in the right direction,
Okay,
it's okay.
now we're good. We're good.
Okay. So just pay attention to the way that you judge yourself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like we'll pay attention to that. We'll see what we get out of that. But the other thing is so you said that you learned this from your parents. So like let's think about this. So when you tell your parents, like let's say like I'm gonna pretend to be you for a second. Okay. Let's do a little bit of role play. You
Okay.
okay with that?
Yeah, nah, I
Right.
love
So
RP.
like hey mom dad, like I'm concerned that y'all are getting a little bit older, and I'd love to spend more time with y'all before it kind of gets too late. And I know that like in our culture, like I know that y'all made a lot of sacrifices for me, and
Like, bro, the number one therapist is really role playing right now. Like, what are you doing? Are you here to play, or are you here to solve the main problem? You know, the root of it all, bro. Like, what is going on, bro? Like, he really role playing right now. Damn, bro.
I'm grateful for
It's
that.
crazy. And again, he's only solving a specific topic. And then it's like, oh, you have another topic? Pay me 500, whatever it is. And it goes on and on and on. And I'm like, bro, I don't even want your money. You know, I just want you to be healthy, like mentally healthy. Like that's the, bro, like this should be for everybody. A healthy mind, you know? It's difficult, man. Like sadly I don't have the biggest reach, but I hope someday I have it just so I can help more people. Like that's all I want to do, man. Like really. Like okay, okay.
And I feel like grateful and indebted to you. And you guys have done so much for me. And like, I want to give that back. And I'm afraid that I'm running out of time to be able to give that back. And so I feel like this immense pressure to be like really successful, like today, because I don't have a whole lot of time to tell you how grateful I am, to show you how grateful I am.
Like he really want to cry, man. Like I can feel it through the screen, and that's already from the beginning to now. Like he really want to cry, man.
um, yeah, I'm pretending to be my dad.
Yeah, what's it like to hear that, first of all?
Damn, I almost cried.
Yeah, I am to hear that, first of all.
Damn. um,
I am to show you how grateful I am because I don't have a whole lot of time to tell you how grateful I am, to show you how grateful I am.
um, yeah, I'm pretending to be my dad.
Yeah, what's it like to hear that, first of all?
Damn, I almost cried.
Yeah, I am. You know,
Damn, I almost shed a tear.
Because as an Indian, Indians are also Asians. If you didn't know, yes, they are Asians. And he probably has also the same things, like parents who just want the best for their kids, but they then be really, really strict, to their kids. So they build something for themselves and have money and stuff like that. And he probably reflect on himself, That's why he cried. And I mean, it's not even that deep, I would say, like, I mean, it's crazy how superficial it is and how easy it is for people nowadays to cry over things like that. Where I'm like, damn, I didn't cry for nothing after divorce. And when my grandparents died, my pet died, like there was nothing anymore that could face me. Like things people cried about, like for example, there was like a cousin I have, and he had a girlfriend, and we were in Laos, just visiting, and like we talked with everybody, and she got like she liked us, like our family, like my mom, my sister, and me, and like she got used to us, and she cried at the airport, and my mom and my sister also cried, and I was like there 12, 13 years old, and I'm like, why are y'all crying? Like that's how crazy bottled up my emotions really are, like not even bottled up, like sealed, like sealed, like as just like sealed as in Naruto, Naruto, like the Nine Tails, how he got sealed. Like that's how my emotions got sealed, bro. Like that's how crazy it is. It was. Even now, like I mean, I could relate to it, I could identify myself with these things because I have old parents too. And I try my best too, to um, get rich, get rich quick. That's why I did crypto and stuff like that. Just so y'all, they have like a really easy life because they worked basically the whole entire life for us, my sister and me. Um, but we shouldn't, as kids, we shouldn't think that way. I know that, but it will be just a side product, as I said, when I help people, hopefully, and then the money again will just go to my parents. Most of that, I just need a little bit, to pay rent, get some food, and that's it. Then I'm okay. Like I don't really need a lot, like I lived with my mom. I lived like a lavish, luxurious almost lifestyle. And now seeing my dad where he's at, still working, 66, having new children. I have two half brothers and a wife. He has a wife, and how the family is and how poor they are, like in the room that I am, like this is pretty crazy. Like y'all can't see much, but let's say y'all see at least like the mattress and the sheet where I sleep right now. Like I don't need a lot, you know. I don't even need a bed, to be honest. Like really, um, I really need the minimal. You know, I can live a lavish lifestyle. It's beautiful, you know, like having a nice clean house. It's like almost a villa, you know, with a pool in it. You can swim every day. You can buy whatever you want because it's the house is in Laos. Everything is cheaper there. But I can also live like this, you know, like really poorly, but because my mind was will be the same. It doesn't matter if I live a rich lifestyle or a poor lifestyle. My mind set is already straight. You know, like this can't like fade away somehow. Like I can't possibly become somehow suicidal again. I know that for a fact. You know, like this already is gone because that's a thought or many thoughts, and that's just basically the ego, you know, thoughts. That's it, clouds that go and vanish. And I don't have these thoughts anymore. Like I don't think like ever anymore since I became spiritual that I wanna KMS, you know, like kill myself. I don't have that anymore. So I want everybody to understand their thought process. What is thought? What is the ego? And stuff like that. And through that, you should never, like, you don't have to miss anything anymore. You know, like, I miss her, I miss him, I miss my grandparents, I miss my pet, and stuff like that. You don't have to deal with it and ever anymore because you decide for yourself if you identify yourself with that thought, which is most of the times a bad thing. You know, if you have like a schedule, you know, you have an appointment, that is something important you should have in your mind, you know. And if the thought is coming like, do you have something to do tomorrow? Maybe identify yourself with it, okay, and then question it really. Like, oh, okay, let me see. But if it's like a picture, an image of your grandparents or your dog, you don't have to identify yourself with it. You don't have to dig deeper in that because you already know what will happen if you do. Yeah, let's go. Let's
What's
go.
that like?
I think I don't know. Was it like hearing that?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel really emotional. Feel like, damn, I should tell him that because
okay.
I want him to know that this is
A therapist really cried. That's is respectable.
why I'm doing this. But let me RP as my dad real quick.
Sure.
Don't worry about me. Just focus on your future. I'm not gonna be here forever. So
Does he say that to you?
yeah, he has.
Does he
So
say that to you?
yeah,
Wait,
just focus on your future. I'm not gonna be here forever.
Does he
So
say that to you?
yeah,
there's just no way, bro. This is where I know his parents are Asian, you know? I mean, you can see it. But my father is saying the same thing, bro. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. Like there is so many common things, you know, through Southeast Asians, especially, maybe. But bro, my father said the same thing, bro. Like don't worry about me. Like it is natural. Everybody will die. You know, when my mother, my dad died, I didn't even shed a tear, and I was like, really? Like, I don't know about that, but okay. And he basically said the same things, like, don't worry about me. I'm not being be here forever, and like this crazy. But I mean, I can see it. Like, that's not even that crazy, even if I say that's crazy.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, okay, keep going.
I'm not gonna be here forever, and you're gonna have to learn to live without me. Yeah.
Can I think for a second?
Wait a second. The last part, learn to live without me, is like my mom. My mom said, I want you to stand on your own feet, and I'm like, I'm already standing on my own feet, like, but I was talking mentally. She was talking financially, but I already knew that what she meant by that. So I was like, all right, if you want me to be standing on my own feet financially, I guess I will do it, but I will not be here anymore, I will not live with your in Laos anymore. I will, because I've just had enough. It's always about money and about career, and I don't want to hear that. It doesn't matter who it is, bro. Like if it's about money, career, and stuff like that, financial stuff, it's like materialistic stuff. It's superficial stuff. It's not important to me. I told that everything and things like that, and I was like, yeah, let's just stop it right there. I'm not living here anymore. I will move to Germany. Then went to my cousin. Couldn't handle my cousin, to be honest, like um because it's his flat, of course. But if he is like trying to tell me to what to do, like I'm a dog or something like that, no. So, yeah, then I moved to my dad also because I called him. He said something where I was like, oh yeah, I need to go to him, because he needs my help way more, than, for example, my cousin, because my cousin at least is financially stable. I know he's not mentally stable that much, but my dad is way worse, and he's old, and I don't want him to die with him worrying about a lot of stuff, when he's dying, what is happening with the two youngest children who are still not adults and stuff like that. A lot of things, and I'm trying to help him, but also I wanna help other people on the internet, strangers who I don't know, because I don't care if I don't know you or not, but you are as important to you are as important to me as any other human being, So just know that you are important for a complete stranger. I don't even know your name. I don't even know your age. I don't know your mental health. But I promise you, you are important, and because everybody can make the world a better place, and especially if we are like more and more of us that want to change the world, and if we change the world together, it's like, damn, we really changed the course of humanity. You know what I mean? Like this can be really big, and but yeah, it's really just all about mental health, all like the mind, mentally.
Yeah.
How do you think your dad feels about having you so when he is sold?
Having me when he
Bro, that is your question? Wait, that is your question after thinking for a second. Those lame questions,
is
bro.
what?
Like,
Old.
I don't know. I don't know because he's never really talked to me about how he had me when he was old. I never really
why is why is it important, bro? Like, why? Why? For what reason?
brought it up to him.
Okay.
God, bro. Like, I don't even have to think that much because it's like this is second nature almost for me, you know? Like I am into that spiritual stuff. Like this is what I breathe. This is what I live for. Like without it I wouldn't maybe even live. So it's so like for everybody it's the same, bro. Like fix the mental health. It's not a specific topic, bro. Like, oh my god, bro.
How's his health?
And then he's doing something on his phone. Like it's not that important, bro.
Uh,
How's his health?
uh, he's good. He's healthy. I think he has
Oh my god.
like high blood pressure, but he has like medicine.
Okay. But like, okay,
But
okay. So he's like
he's pretty
generally
healthy.
like okay, like he's like
He's
normal
healthy.
for like
He's
a
healthy
dude in
for
his 60s.
yeah
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I gotta think for a second, man,
Okay.
because there's a lot in that RP, bro. So like,
Yeah.
like
Wait a minute. There's a lot in that RP. Oh my god. There's just no way. Like for even for a therapist, that's a lot. Hey, bro. Hey. Yeah, yeah, your therapists are so lucky, man. Your therapists are so lucky that most human beings are so superficial nowadays, you know? Y'all are so lucky that, oh my God, bro. There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way he's the number one. Like, I know it's probably clickbait, bro, but there's just no way, bro. Like, they really, we really have therapists, bro. Like, there is no way. And everybody's like, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I can't, bro.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. So like I've got a couple of kids, right? Do you remember how old you were when your dad first mentioned like you got to learn how to live without me, bro?
Uh,
Is that like more recent or was that like a while ago?
Wait a minute. Is he like reflecting on his own that he maybe wants to say that to his kids? It's not about you, bro. Come on. Oh
like
my
when I was
God.
18.
But again, he's also just a human being, just an ego trying to figure it out, you know? Oh my Lord. And be- these people became therapists. They don't even know themselves, like for real. Saying, I found myself. Oh yeah, you found another ego. Applause to you, man.
Okay, that's when it started.
Yeah.
So not when you were like a kid.
Nah.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was kind of just delusional and thought like, oh, my parents, my parents are the same age as everyone else's parents. But nah, my parents would
Okay.
come pick me up from school and they'd be like, yo, is that your grandpa? I'd be like, nah, that's my dad.
Yeah. It's something that we don't talk about enough is how challenging it is to be a child with older parents.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like it's challenging. Like you see your parents get frail like when you're young, which is like scary, man.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there's this kind of business and then, it's like it can be hard.
It can be the topic right there should be death. That is a big topic, I know. And that is general, because everybody goes through, have contact with the death somehow, like your grandparents dying, or are dead, that's like seeing death. Your pet dying, that's how you see death. So many times that you see death, and what it makes with you and stuff like that. Like, let's talk about death. Like, what is death? But all right, that's another for another time. Or do we have to go into it? I mean, Jiddu Krishnamurti explained it really good. Um, to be honest, I'm not at that level yet as of now, but I can just tell you that you can die mentally, ego death, over and over and over again. You can die every minute. I truly believe that because why? The things he said, Jiddu Krishnamurti, when I reflect it on myself and found it out for myself, it was the truth. Everything he said was the truth. Everything was logical. Everything was rational. Rational. The thing with the death, with the ego death, this is a little bit more spiritual, more mystical, and stuff like that, where I'm still like, I don't even think I had an ego death before. So I am, it sounds crazy, but I'm looking forward to it, and just to see how it feels like to die, basically. And then I know I can, but will I be able to die every minute for the rest of my life when I don't even know how it feels to die? You know, that is a big question also. I would love that, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. That is
But
something I don't
I
know.
mean, so let me ask you. So he said
But basically, death will occur to everybody. It's natural, just like my father said. Everybody will go to that. We live and we die. We was born, we live, and we die. Like that is the natural cycle. That's how my father explained it. I mean, I know that too. But okay.
he says, okay, so like you got to learn how to live without me. Don't worry about me. Focus on yourself. What do you think he's feeling emotionally when you say what I say?
Well, he'd probably cry.
Would
Um,
he?
I think he would.
Yeah.
I think he would. Uh, and then probably just be like, probably just reassure me and be like, it's okay. Like, you shouldn't be worried about that. You should be worried about your future. Things like that.
Okay. What do you think he's feeling?
Hmm.
Why is it important, bro? Like these unnecessary questions, I can't take it anymore. After that, I will wrap this up and we'll finish it tomorrow because now it's almost 3 a.m., bro. And uh, I mean, bro, I did already a lot, I would say, and bro, like it takes a lot of energy because I'm listening to both, and I'm responding to both because it's really, really important for me that nothing really is saying is getting said incorrectly, like the bottling of emotions. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very important because some people will, well, 80,000 people watched that video, and then on his channel, 167K people. So, guess what? Wait, I might I might react to more of your video. What's his name? Healthy Gamer, GG. I will, come for you, bro. I will come probably to for every therapist. I should have come for them earlier, to be honest. I would come for you all. Everybody. Everybody can get the smoke. Um, because there is no way. Like they are getting hired, and talking so much BS, bro. Like this, like half of it, no, 95% of what all like what he's saying is BS or a summarization what Jason said. Basically, that's it, and a little bit of role play, like entertainment stuff. Wow.
Probably sad.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Why? Why is that? And how do you feel about that? I can't with him, bro. I can't, bro. There's just no way, bro. Like, and nobody's saying anything, bro, because they don't know better. Crazy. Crazy,
Because
bro.
if I'm sad, he's sad.
Okay.
Oh my
Good.
God.
Right.
Yo.
So let me. I,
Okay. Oh,
I'm gonna ask you questions.
okay, come
If
on.
you feel like I'm asking
You're already asking so many questions. Okay.
you questions that make you like, if you feel stupid because you're not giving the right answer, or whatever, just like let me know.
Okay.
Right. So like there's some value to you
What? There is no right or wrong answer, but all right.
muddling around in there for a little while, but I'll give you potential answers. The other problem with me answering it is like I could be wrong, like you know more than I do. But here's what I'm hearing from those answers.
Okay.
So like, in your message is love, first of all, right? In what I said to you, there's like a lot of love. Like I can see very clearly that your parents love you a lot
Mm-hmm.
and you love them a lot. And so there's like a fear of loss already.
Yeah.
Like you guys don't want to lose each other.
Yeah.
And so your dad is like terrified of your grief. So what he's doing is like trying to get you to not think about him. Because if he can just teach you to focus on yourself and not worry about him, then when he's gone, you're going to be fine.
Mm.
But if you're thinking about him, then it's going to be a mess when he leaves, which he knows he's like in his 60s too.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for him to tolerate. Like you're like, "Hey, Dad, I love you, bro," but you say it in a lot of different words, right? Because if you say "I love you, bro," he's like, "I love you too, son," and like, as dad and father and son, like that's the end of it, right? We don't actually talk about what our actual feelings are,
Yeah.
and then there's all kinds of like weird stuff that comes up. So he's like, your dad isn't hard to convince, by the way. Like that's what we're gonna get there. So it's just he has a lot of difficulty. He does the same thing you do, which is that when a lot of negative emotions come up, he just does whatever he can to like push them away.
Like this will be a topic about his parents, maybe his relationship, trying to solve that, what he could do, what he could do differently, and that's it, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right,
Right.
all
So
right,
he's
all
like,
right.
don't think about me. Stop thinking about me because that creates emotions for you and then it creates emotions for me. And even though they're like good emotions, like it feels good, right? Like there's like serious like connection and like humanity and like all this other stuff. But it's hard for him to hear his son say that. It's hard for him to hear his son see his mortality. Maybe he's struggling with his own mortality, right? So there's all kind of that crap going on. But when he's hard to convince, I want you to understand something. That's just his attempt at like pushing those emotions away. You know it's true and he knows it's true. That's why he's hard to convince.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so like, and then there's a way to tell him that, and then like he's gonna tell you like don't focus on yourself, and that's where there's like something cool that you can say, right? So this is kind of weird. I don't know if this is gonna work, and But you can say like I am, and like this conversation is like focusing on me too, because like I need to tell you this, right? Like I want to see you happy. Like that's important to me. Like I want to like repay that.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be in trouble because he can't use that line against you anymore. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
that makes sense.
You're kind of like outmaneuvering him conversationally.
Ah, that's a good move. It's a good move.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
What do you think about that?
Um, I think that's something I gotta do. Something I gotta talk to him about. For sure.
Help me understand why you have to talk to him about that.
Because that's something important. It's important because it's always been lingering in my mind
Bro,
about how like I gotta be
these
successful
questions,
quick
bro, these questions.
so that he can live a happier life. And I've never told him that. I've always had this mindset since I was pretty young.
So how much of a burden is it to be successful quick?
Um, I don't think it's a burden. I think what I'm doing right now, I'm pretty happy.
Hmm?
I think um
So how much of a burden is it to be successful quick?
um I don't think it's a burden. I think what I'm doing right now, I'm pretty happy.
Hmm?
I think sure if there are bad days, I feel like damn.
There has to be something, bro, because you wouldn't have hired a therapist if it's not a burden to become successful quickly, because you deal with chat, you deal with the public, you deal with the internet, basically the internet culture and stuff like that, your chat, other streamers, people reacting to you like me, a lot of things going on, and he's like, yeah, there's no burden. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I gotta do
Bro,
something
I can't, bro, I can't.
different.
I need to
But
stop
I think that
watching that.
creates a good mindset for me. Like I
Sure.
always gotta be doing something, or else I fail.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so how acceptable is failure?
Well, I dropped out.
How is the weather today? How is the weather today? Like, how many subs do you have today? Like, how many subs did you get today? Like, how is your chat like? Do you have a dog? Like, let's just ask these unnecessary questions like all the time, so we fill up that time somehow, some way, so I don't have to think. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, I'm getting angry. I know, like I can just relax and so on, and not get angry about that. But bro, like at some things you can't just be angry, like because it has to get out somehow. You know what I mean? Um, I mean you can like basically convert it also, and it you can use it as energy form, but sometimes it's also okay to, because it's like it's really a thing, like for me, I get angry if people say these stuff when they try to help people, you know what I mean? That's his job, bro. That's his whole job, being a therapist, giving people therapy, and you come with that, bro? There's no way.
And my
No
parents
way.
never like they pre-fired me dropping out, so I literally cannot fail. Or
Right?
yeah, I just can't. I can't fail.
What's coming up for you right now?
What's coming up like in the future?
No. Like, what are you feeling right now?
Okay.
Honestly, I have this like this sharp feeling in my throat.
All right. Okay. And now let me see what the therapist is saying, because if you have a sharp feeling in your throat, you know, it's like you want to cry. You're about to cry. You want to cry. You need to let things out. Let's see what the therapist is saying.
I think it was because of the past conversation, but I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Did you have the feeling earlier? It just came up. I thought I saw a change in you when we talked about failure.
Uh,
We,
I'm feeling better now.
Jason,
But when we had a
we can. Yeah, go ahead.
when
When they had the role
we
play.
had to talk about like my dad, I got pretty emotional. Not gonna lie.
Okay. We can stop if you want to.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, I know, but I'm just letting you know. Like,
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
Are you glancing at your chat?
Bro, like explain some things, or do you never like had this in your throat, like, okay, bro. Sometimes I'm like, I want to give up on humanity, like the way we are moving. It's like, can I even change that direction? Like, I am one human being, I know that, but with a platform, I could help a lot of people. The thing is, do they want even that help? You know what I mean? Do they understand it? Like, like, all right, it's okay. It's okay, bro.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
So don't feel beholden to them, right? I'm not here for them. You're not here for them. Sorry, chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you do what's right for you in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you need to step away,
No, I'm good. I'm good.
oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
I get the sense that you are good, but I just want to make sure that if you're not, like, that's okay. Okay, so I get the sense that, okay, so I'm with you in terms of burden. I think that's actually not the right word. So I think you carry it pretty easily, but I also get the sense that this is like it's a pretty big load, right? So kind of like you're saying, you can't afford to fail.
Yeah.
Jason's face when he said it is a pretty big load, bro.
Pretty
Like,
big load, right? So kind of like
I know exactly where his mind went, and that's with everybody. And Chad is showing love. Thank God, thank God, man.
you're saying, you can't afford to fail.
Yeah.
Like you can't afford, like, time is running out.
Oh my Lord.
You kind of like
Hey,
turned your back on a regular life. And so now it's like, it's got to work,
Yeah.
right? Failure ain't an option.
That's my mindset right now.
And also, that's not a bad thing, right? Because I think that's probably responsible for your success.
Mm-hmm.
So see, like
you fail a lot until you succeed. Just so you know, okay? It's failure. Failure is not an option. It's okay to fail, but get up, go again, learn from your mistakes.
Jason, the issue here is that you and I are very different. Because like when I was 20, like I was okay.
Now he's saying, you and I, we are different. You are Vietnamese, I am Indian. You get what I'm saying? Like, he he is separating them. Uh, he's separating himself from Jason by saying all that. You know, we have a age different. Like, oh my God, when I was 20, I did that and that. You didn't do that. We are different, bro. What? Like, you are distancing yourself from him, but you should get closer to him, to every human being. Like, with the spiritualism, you should be connected more with everything, like basically everything is not that different from us. We all are atoms, atoms, physics. I think if I am right, everything is an atom, everything exists in atoms. And if you learned a little bit, an atom, there's neutron, I don't know what the other ones are, to be honest. Basically, 99.99% is empty. So everything is 99.99% empty. So we are all atoms. We are all basically the same, especially human beings. You are a human being, I am a human being. Don't separate. Don't say, oh, I'm an Asian. You are not. You are like white, black, Jewish, whatever you are. You know what I mean? Muslim. Why? Why would you separate yourself? Why? Do you want to stand out? Do you want to be different? Then others, because I don't want to be different. I don't want to be special. I'm just an ordinary person that understood, uh, like learned a little bit of about life, basically. Just enough to not be suicidal anymore. And I think that's enough already, because I don't want anybody to ever do that, Like I would be sad to know if any of my viewers s- did suicide. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's I changed quite a lot, like I could care less when back then, back in my not spiritual days, I could care less about people. I could care less about strangers because they are just strangers. They are just, people that I don't know. Why should I ever care about them? But nowadays it's like we are all human beings, We all went through stuff. We all have depression, almost, anxiety, maybe mental health issues, problems. And not to deal with them ever, and then maybe get suicidal and maybe even do it, it is just a waste of life, and I know I don't want to see that ever happen, especially if I know I can at least help you or guide you so you don't do that. I would love to. I would love to do that because I went through all of that. I said it again, and I don't want anybody to experience that in that kind of intensity. Everybody will have grief again and stuff like that, but someday you should realize it can be different, you can have it different, but that's part 3. I would cut it off right here because it's 3 a.m., 3:11 to be exact, and I need sleep, I guess. And tomorrow I will react to everything else. Thanks for watching. Well, see you on the next video.